Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season under.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at his 4. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, Black 99, Philly, here we go. Detroit. No, check, Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Here we go now. 319. Over. Watch him now. Over.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Set. 319. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Leopard.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Now lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Ball start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, Detroit, Detroit. No, check, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing. Watch it now, Barney. Gun, over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
And they've got it here with a 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, Leopard. Detroit. Over.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Oakland. 42 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got some space here. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Set! Blue landing! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Finding room to the 20. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Leopard.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, now, look at 56.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Tight down. There you go. Let's go. Right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Powell with a first down and more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
3 down. Hey, come on, let's go. 38.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Deion Jones coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And to give this time to the tailback. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll set up a throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Gun. Here we go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bud Dupree able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in the team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Raiders. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Set. Green, 39. Watching that, Barney.
shotgun. He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let's go!
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set